I'm dumbfounded that this government won't release the report about Russian influence, because every person who votes in this country deserves to see that report before your election happens.
Why do you think they're not releasing it?
I don't know the answer to that. I would think a reporter like you and others should be absolutely relentless in trying to get to the bottom of it. Because, look, we know from even this current Trump administration's intelligence officials that the Russians are still in our electoral system. There's no doubt of the role that Russia played in our 2016 election and is continuing to play. There's a lot of evidence that Russia played in the Brexit election. Now, I'm not, in your country. I don't have a say about any of that. But the fact that the current government won't release this report by your own government should raise some questions.
This is your first book together.
Yes, it is.
Whose idea was it to work together?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't either. And I just feel this deep kind of almost compulsion to continue to try to write women back into history. We decided this was something that we wanted to tackle together. Although this photograph had been, I think, fairly well known, at least in the United States, of these kind of women firefighters at Pearl Harbor, it wasn't until Dorothea Buckingham, a librarian in Hawaii who was obsessed with this photograph, just went into the archives, determined to name these women. Being gutsy is courageous, having the resilience to kind of see that courage through, to live your purpose, but also to bring others along with you.
When would you say you haven't been gutsy?
I think about, the presidential campaign of 2016. I thought I was as gutsy as I could be, but I probably could have been gutsier. When we talked about how the Russians were behind the theft of material, a lot of people thought, what are they talking about? They just dismissed us in both the public and the press. So could I have been gutsier in pushing that point, in trying to alert people to what is going on? In fact, here in your country, I think it's outrageous that your government won't release a report about Russian influence inside the UK. So we all need to be a little gutsier in trying to get to the truth about what is happening.
It would be very gutsy to have another go at it.
It would be very gutsy, that's true. Look, right now we've got a campaign going, we've got people already running, and we have to figure out how we make the case, and that's what I'm really focused on.
Will you be endorsing one of them?
I don't think so. I think I will, support them and answer their questions in any way that I can. But once we have a nominee, to do everything I know to do to win.
So it sounds as if you don't feel like there is someone at the moment who is, outright the person you'd want to see become president.
It's a process, and the process is unfolding.